What's up, everyone? All right, so we're gonna talk about something. All right, I'm not in the trade yet. I'm still waiting for it to break over here. This is about a 70 pip stop loss. So let's test out the indicator. So it's showing me to use two risk factor. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna risk two, and if you can look at my equity, you can actually see what happened, right? Yesterday I was in 50,000 plus, right? And today I'm in 49,387. The reason is simple. It's very, very simple reason. Uh, well, what happened was when I was closing
Order filled.
the market, right? When I was closing the market, I did something very, very awesome, right? Before that, let me set up my right. So what happened was when I was trading it, cool, we're risking 300, but it shows me to, oh, my entry point was a bit lower than that. Cool, all right, I understand. So what happened was when I ended trading yesterday, I did a super huge mistake. All right, so what was that mistake? It's actually a very simple mistake. I forgot to close all the positions, right? What I mean by that is actually, uh, sorry, I can't multitask for nuts. Let me do something first. Okay, so what happened was yesterday when I was trading, right, I actually set some like take partials, right? So I had to close the trade because it was something wasn't right in the market. It was very volatile. So I had to close that trade manually. All right. But what I did was I manually closed it here, but I didn't remove all my positions over here. So what happened next was when I opened the market, it actually got triggered and it was running down all the way, right? Thankfully, it was like 800 bucks. If it was 2,000 bucks, right, I would have lost this account. So yeah, I managed to close the account, but still we are in drawdown. We learned our lesson, and right now we just gotta build back this account slowly. So that's what happened. So right now, let's see. Let's put our stop loss and break evens and take profits. This is at 24774. 24774 and buy two. How much would we make? We would make about 600 bucks. Cool. Cool. If we win the trade, we'll make 600 bucks. If we lose, we'll be further in drawdowns. And yeah, let's just see what happens, right? So 600, that would make me back to break even if we win, right? But let's see. Usually I don't take a trade that is more than 70 pips, but this actually looks super good to me. The reason is because we had SMTs here, right? On ES it's going up, on NQ it's going down. Secondly, there was a clean break of CISD with a retest, right? Sadly, we couldn't enter at the retest. We actually entered somewhere here lower a bit. So yeah. And next thing is we don't have any roadblocks from this point till this point, unless you are counting this Asia lows right here, this red line, right? That's Asia lows. We only have that, but other than that, we don't actually have anything except for this fair value gap right here. But I believe that price is gonna go all the way down, tap this 5 minute, react, and then shoot all the way up till here. So that is what I believe that might happen. But let's see what happens, right? For now, all we can do is wait at least till it hits our break even, so we can go break even and we would be done for the trade. Actually, I'm supposed to go here, but nah, I'm just gonna stick to this. All right, so we'll be back. Let's see if we win or lose. If we lose, right? This is so cool, guys. We are so close to losing the trade, and I believe we might lose this trade. And we will go down even more in drawdown. Highs. All right, so I guess we're gonna lose this trade, and then I'm gonna find for another opportunity. And if we still lose the other trade, then so be it, right? It just means that we can't trade today. So yeah, let's just wait it out. Let's wait till it hits our stop loss. I guess for sure we are hitting the stop loss because we already get a 2 candle SMT with ES, which actually indicates that the price wants to go up. So yeah, we could be going up, right? Could be going up to hit our stop loss, but I could be wrong, and it could just push down all the way. But I just got a very strong feeling. Look at this candle, right? Look at the previous candle. It just shows me that price wants to go up. It's rejecting so bad below, but with how price action is these past few days, we can never really predict, right? So we're just gonna wait and see what happens, right? We're so close to our stop loss, so I just believe that we are gonna hit the stop loss, right? I also want to try something else, but I don't think I should try it today, especially with a huge drawdown, right? I don't think I should try it today. But let's see. All right, we're gonna hit our stop loss. I hate this about trading. Like, it teases you. You already know that it's gonna hit the stop loss, but it just teases you, right? That's what I hate. Do we hit it? All right, and we successfully hit our stop loss, guys, and we lost the trade. So this is how we lost. Technically, we only lost 300, but because of my mistake, we lost about 1k. But cool. See you guys in the next video. Peace out. Alright, guys, so eventually I actually took another trade, right? And the reason why I took the trade was because it looks super good. Yeah, it looks super good. So right now I'm on break even for that trade, and let's see whether we hit this TP, right? If we hit, we'll be back at where we started, 49,400. So hopefully it hits, right? I actually have a TP of here. Maybe I might move it to 81.5. Let me just move it all the way to 81.5. Right, cool. I'm just gonna move it there. I don't like it how it's reversing right now, but I mean, we are out at break even, and I actually like this, right? So we're just gonna see. So what I actually did was, right, the previous trade that we took, I actually used it as an inverse fair value gap, right? So I saw the price came back down, tested the inverse fair value gap, gave me a break, came down to retest at the entry point, and I just took the entry at the -1 level. I put it at break even. So right now I am just gonna take the trade till this highs over here, right? And yeah, let's see what happens. I mean, we could be out in break even for all I care, but let's see what happens, right? If it hits here, cool. If it doesn't, then cool. I won't be worried about it, because we'll get about 672 bucks if we hit this 81.5 mark. And I think that would be nice, right? That's a nice TP to hit, especially after a huge drawdown. So let's see. Honestly, the moment we hit this -2, I am going to be super trailing the stop loss, right? Because I don't want to lose more than that. Because if I'm back at where I started, I'll still be cool with it. But if I don't, that would be like a waste of this trade, especially when it hits the -2 level, right? So I'm gonna be super careful right now, and just if I see any signs of reversal, right, I'm just gonna close it up. So let's take a look at what happens. All right, cool. It's going down. We just need another good strong push, and we would be up another extra 200, and that would be cool for us. So let's just take a look. I just hope it closes strong, right? At least if it closes strong, that would be a good indication that price is continuously going to go up. All right, that's a indecision candle, right? It doesn't tell me anything, but if it's going to go down and yeah, if it's going to go down like that and close, then I'm going to be out of that trade. But if it doesn't, then I'm just going to stay, right? And wait for it to hit this good highs over here, right? There's good highs here, and here. So yeah, let's take a look. All right, I like the highs there, and I really have a good feeling that it is gonna go up. The problem is it either is gonna go shoot up right now, or it's gonna go back down, retest this 5-minute fair value gap that's creating, and then go up. So that's the only difference that I don't know, and we have so much of liquidity right here, right? All this liquidity is not yet swept, so that gives me the confidence that it is going up. So I'm just gonna wait it out. I'm just gonna wait it out and look at it, like how is it going and all that. So yeah, it looks good. It looks good to me now. It looks good. We had this same move earlier that showed us that it's gonna go up. So yeah, let's take a look. All right, guys. Honestly, I don't like what this candle is doing right now. It's a very dangerous thing, especially at this part right here, right? This is where price normally likes to reverse from. So we're gonna monitor. If it closes below this box that I've just drawn, then I'm going out of trade. I'm just gonna close out the trade. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. We still got 11 seconds for the candle to close. I really hope it just flies up, man. All right, cool. We still got a nah, it's going down for sure. It's going down for sure. Because this is a CRT candle, right? It swept the high but closed within the previous candle. So that is gonna be something that shows me it's going down. But then again, this is the 1 minute. So it could push up first, right? To give another point of validation. But I just hope it just pushes one strong push upwards and then take us out of the misery, man. I just want to make back whatever I lost just now, man. I believe it needs to break above this box that you can see over here, right? It has to break. If it doesn't break, it's super dangerous because it is possible signs of reversal. Usually, if you guys don't know, right, the -2 to -2.5 level is where price usually likes to break. I mean, likes to reverse. If it doesn't, then for sure it's going to the -4. Right? Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna take the risk. I'm not gonna take the risk. I'm just so close to my TP. Right? Yeah. Screw it. I'm out. I'm out. I'm not gonna wait for it to go up and tap again and all that, right? Because I could have, but I was so close to my TP. If it's gonna reverse from here, right, that doesn't make sense to lose all this profit just for that little bit. So that I'm out. And yeah, now you want to go and tap it. Nice, nice. Don't push it. Don't push up. Don't push up. I just don't want it to push up. Because wow. Wow. Okay, but I'm not gonna be greedy. Look at what I said. The moment it breaks this point, it's gonna go to this -4. Right? So I didn't want to be greedy. I didn't want to aim until this -4 and all that. So I'll just leave it as it is. I'll look for another opportunity and I'll be back. Because as you saw, right, we took the reversal trade and we went up. We had 49,400 using the Mario model, right? And we lost about 300 bucks, I guess. Yeah, where we were about 49k, and now we made 650. That is the power of Mario model. That's why I like to use my personal model. And yeah, that's it, right? We made a loss, but we covered more than that right after. So let's look for another opportunity, and we should be done by today. If I don't have any more setups, then I'll be done by today. I'll be done with this trade. Alright guys, sorry couldn't record just now. Currently I'm in a trade. I will let you guys know why I'm in this trade right after it hits either my break even or goes up. Right, let's see what happens. I'm assuming it might go up because it's super close to the uh, London highs. So I hope it just goes up and hits the London high, and then I'll be out of the trade. Let's just take a look. The reason is because, alright, I'll just tell you guys the reason, right? The reason is because we had a 1 hour here. We had a 1 hour gap here, which it was respecting, right? The moment it broke super strong, right? This is, I wouldn't say a strategy, but this is just something that when you trade a lot, you notice in the market. Whenever it breaks somewhat like that, there is literally not much retracement when it goes up. I only noticed it right after it went like over here, right? If I noticed it earlier, I would have actually took a trade lower, but I didn't notice it earlier, so I couldn't enter the trade just now. So I entered it later, but the moment it went up, I automatically set my break even and I was just waiting, right? Because I am not willing to risk too much of the capital because we are already in a drawdown. So that is something I don't want to mess up. So that's why I automatically put my break even and just wait for it. But if we entered it earlier, we could have actually capitalized on everything and made this back to break even. But since we couldn't, right? We couldn't. So I'm not gonna take the risk, and I'm just gonna play safely with this, right? I'm just gonna go break even and see how and what happens, right? I'm just hoping that it will go up all the way and hit that. And please, guys, do not ever do this because this is not a strategy. It's more of like a thing that you notice in the market happening and you just try your luck, that kind of thing. So do not take this as financial advice. Do not use this as a strategy. It's just something I look at the market, I see in the market, right? 1 hour breaks through super strong. Normally when I see a swing high, it breaks through that swing high also strongly, then I'll just enter a trade, but I will automatically set a break even the moment I take the trade. This is how I do it, but I'm not saying that you guys should do it. All right, so far out of 10 times, 8 times it works, so that's why I did it. But don't ever do this, right? It's not part of trading. It's not part of strategy. It's just purely reaction based, right? So let's just take a look at what happens. I'm assuming because it's super close to this liquidity, right? This red line here is oh, okay, we just hit. All right, I'm closing.
Order filled.
All right, I close it. So this red line here is actually our London highs, right? So we swept London high, and usually what people do is the moment you sweep a London high, they also tend to see whether you got SMT, and then they will see if they can have a strategy or a. Why is my mouse not working? Alright guys, I gotta reboot my computer and I'll be back. Alright guys, I do not have a choice. I have to restart the computer. So I think I am done with trading for today because I already made about 4 to 500 bucks and try to make it back to break even. So I believe I'm done trading for today, and I guess this would be me signing out. So till we see next time in the next video, peace out.